banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Houston Texans. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller, and unable to get down here. There as he'll take this up to about the 37.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
What's that? 19. 51. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up. 54.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
What's that? 19. Wants to run. Now, left. 51. Here we go. Hey, Mike 51.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Texans.
Set. 19. 51. I got you. You're all up, baby. You're all up. He's coming. We got double up.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's get it. Who's that? 19. 50 yards to Mike. Coming to you. Coming to you. 55. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Out of the gun, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Check 26, check 26.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They go back to the ground with Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 9, Watson with a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
Let's go, let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
UAT. Here we go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. 3. One. Hey, check.
A first down throw for Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A first down carry now for Miller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Coming for you, son.
second down. It's Miller. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, Miller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Miller, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On second down, here's Henry. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Yeah, Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Texans.
Watson and the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Watson going to give this one to Miller. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
He's checking.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, Mike 51. Hey, tight. Go, Mike 51.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line.
First down, Houston.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike 51. Watch the run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson escaping the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play, because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play, because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Texans scoop it. 30, past the 20, 10, 5. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 3-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. I'm here all day.
Second down and goal. Watson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Now it's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills as the first half is winding down. And the Texans push further out in front.
Pass complete to Kenny Stills. Touchdown, Houston. Kaimi Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Watson now, operating from the gun. It's complete to Hopkins. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Fix that. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. No. Off. 54. 51.
Watson, off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down. It's Miller, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Hey, 31. You don't want this. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Watson on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless. Picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that. Hey, 31! 51 the mark, boy. 51. Oh, you get on the head.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He's going deep for Brown. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Get in the weight room. Mike 41. One. You ain't going nowhere. Begin.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
3 points down, he's coming. Undercrush.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Watson being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line. That's the end of the third.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 50, it's Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 39. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Get that quarterback at all costs. 41's coming. 41's the mic. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 49, check 49, check 49. One. Fox track.
Mariota now to throw on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
What's up? 19. March by 4. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. A gain of 3, 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Now it's Miller. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Rush in. Hey, 31. 51. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, 59.
Watson now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating a certain amount.
And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check it out.
Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Watch QB drop.
Now Mariota on 4th down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Miller. Miller with 1st down and more. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, T. We got to get to the ball.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. On 2nd down now. It's Miller, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. And that will get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Let's go,
On 3rd down, Miller. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their 1st half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the 1st half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Texans, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a